Today's lesson is one that is one of the most common mistakes. And most often I'll say there are not any exceptions to the rule, but in today's lesson there is a huge exception to the rule. So pay real close attention so when I get to the exception for the rule, then it'll make sense. I sort of sometimes think about being a visual learner, and visual means I need to see things. And I think when I was in school, well, I know when I was in school, they didn't tell us about visual learners. They just gave you the sheet of paper and you did it and you knew it or you didn't. But now, teachers are trying to find different ways that they can help all students to be successful. And so one of the ways that I try to help students is to have a visual, something that you can see. And for me, sometimes if I have a visual, even if I don't have the visual with me, if I've seen the visual, then I can almost recall it in my head. Mask up. Okay, so accept and accept. Accept means to agree. You never thought about it like that, did you? Accept means to agree. Accept means to exclude. First off, what does exclude mean? Does anyone know what exclude means? What does exclude mean?
So like not let somebody join you.
Right, not let. So the word X, the prefix X, guess what it means? It means out, right? So think, and when you think of the word accept, think of what are you going to leave out. When you exclude means to leave somebody out. When you think of the word exit, exit means how to get out, right? EX as a prefix means what? EX as a prefix, what did I just tell you it meant?
Out.
Out. Very good. So, accept means to take something out. Accept means to agree to something. And then, furthermore, think about it this way. Accept is sort of like a positive thing, and accept is sort of like a negative. So let's look at these examples. I accepted the award. That means I agreed to it, right? Is that a positive thing? So it's ACCEPT. Accept means to what? Take out. I want the new car except for the payment. Right? So that means I want the new car, but take out the payment. That's what everybody says. And this one, I would go except I wasn't invited. This is sort of like the rule. I would go. That's something positive, right?
Yeah.
But when you put, and the reason you know it's EXCEPT, because it's like but. So if you can insert but in here, I would go but I wasn't invited. Can you say that?
Yeah.
So if you're thinking it's accept and you're really not sure, then insert the insert the word but, and I would go but I wasn't invited. And here is the exception to the rule. Sometimes accept can be a verb. Not often, but sometimes it can be a verb. And it means to leave out. The teacher left out the late students. If you can insert the word left out, then it's fine. The teachers left out the late students. You would almost want to think that you wanted to put accepted, wouldn't you? But we know that if it's not something that they're getting, then it's something they're being left out of. Does that make sense? Like I accepted the award. I accepted the fact that you weren't here. Both of those things are something I'm getting, correct? But the teacher, is she going to get the late students? No. That means she left them out. So if I can insert the word left out or excluded, then I know it's accepted. Does that make sense? Any questions? Any questions at all? Again, recapping. Accept, agree. It's a positive thing. Accept, exclude. Most often it's a negative thing. EX as a prefix means what?
Out.
Out. Good job.